Well, moving on. Good news, bad news. The good news is Gaming the Systems finally put out another
Yes.
great autistic
Yes.
video.
Milk.
The
Look,
bad
you're gonna
news
love
is
this.
it's
You're gonna love this.
probably going to be his last. At
Yeah.
least as far as this type of shit goes. And of
Time
course, the
to
old
move on.
My God.
time to move on from my failed retro channel.
Hello,
Isn't that
everybody.
awesome?
Welcome back to the game room. Today, I have some good news and some bad news. I'll start
What's
with the
the
good
good
news.
news?
The good news is that overall views are up 225% compared to last year. And in the past 90 days, views are up 77%.
My doctors told me
But the
my
bad news
scoliosis
is,
won't kill
I'm
me.
not talking about this channel. I'm talking about my other channel. The viewership on this channel is a whole different story. Let me back up.
He's got his
notes.
paper.
He's got his.
Jesus Christ.
Take it off.
He's
his
gonna
fucking
inform
notepad.
us, dude. He's gonna tell us why. His
And of
channel
course, the
failed.
great.
He's
Okay,
gonna
just
snap behind it.
it just real quick, and the great irony of this is that these video, like, look, 28,000 views is 4 days ago.
Hello.
6,000 views, 4,000 views, like on his ones, like, oh, top. Oh, also, yeah, look at his wife. You guys, they don't show it in the video, but not bad for
No,
what you would expect.
normie.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
not
pretty
bad for being this
surprising.
weirdo.
Yeah. So, I mean, good for him. You know, but yeah, look, that's surprised this one only has 11,000 because this one's fucking great. Look at,
Yeah,
but, like,
his
that's-
best one.
yeah, that's the key, man. That's the key. If he just keeps up
Dude.
these videos,
Reviewing Killzone.
I mean,
for
I guess even
PS2.
then, I guess people just want to see him fail, but I just want the autism.
But remember, didn't we say before, like, these are the only videos that he should do?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah, these are the
Yeah.
best ones. This is like,
And these are the ones that are getting reviews.
yeah, this is like actually unique content. He should just put out like just this every week. Just my channel's continuing to fail. Here's why. But anyways, let's continue.
Up to April 2022, I had a channel that had been there for about 10 years, and I decided to make it full-time. I quit my day job, and I was going to put all my effort into YouTube work. But at the same time, I split that channel in two. I created a new channel, the one you're watching now, just for my retro videos. My retro gaming videos, that is.
God, doesn't he sound so
ever
nervous?
since I've
He's incredibly nervous.
done that, I've created 29 videos for the older channel, and I've created 44 videos for this new channel. I've also created 20 Patreon-only videos. So overall, I've created about 100 videos since that split
Seen any
back in
numbers, it
April.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, what does any of this matter?
When I split it, my strategy was going to be, I would spend half my time on one channel and
Strategy
half
failed so miserably.
my time on the other channel. I would have two main channels. It didn't end up
Hold on
being-
a second. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. I'm just realizing this. So, he was the one who said he was going to split channels. How
Yeah,
long
and then-
ago?
Not too long
And
ago.
I
Let's
was
go back.
And then it failed.
Let's look at it again because this is like at least 3 months ago.
Hello.
So
And we said it was a terrible idea, right?
my retro gaming channel has failed 4 months ago.
I think it was that. I think it was that one. Yeah.
That was when he said it. And then 3 months ago, my retro gaming channel has exploded. And then today, time to move on from my failed retro channel. Look at the thumbnail. Spent thousands. Daily revenue $2. Oh, come on,
This is
dude.
great.
No, this guy's not going to eat his diaper. Just all the money he spent on those fucking game consoles. No, he can sell them and get a
And
decent
keep
amount
in mind,
back.
he
They are
quit.
expensive though.
He quit his job to do this.
Yeah.
He didn't have
Make
any
$2 a day.
security. He didn't have the type of views or the audience
He's
where
probably got at least 10, 15K worth of gaming consoles in there.
yeah, he was gonna end up
He
having
got
to
some
sell it
rare
all
ones.
off.
He's got some rare ones.
I mean, maybe before he was
Exactly.
making like 200 K or something at whatever.
No, no way.
nice
Not in
job he
this-
had.
He said he lives in the ghetto.
Yeah, but that's what he.
Well-
it's probably just
Yeah, it's probably perfect.
knowing this guy. It's probably not up to his standards of wherever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably one person of color on the street.
Yeah. No, there's I think he said he worked in IT, if I recall.
Yeah.
I
So he
think
probably made a lot of money. He probably saved some.
yeah.
That's hence.
And his wife is
how-
probably a school teacher.
I mean, he has a
Yeah,
house.
and that's why they're a normie. He
Yeah.
got a normie because he had a good amount of money, and then this is the reason. Oh my god, it'd be so depressing. Like in a couple months, like this is time to move on from my marriage.
My failed marriage.
He'll do it too if that happens.
Yeah.
He'll
This
do
is
it.
paper.
Like I mentioned, I did 29 videos for the old channel and 44 for the new one. But nonetheless, I was splitting my time between the two channels. Now, just to give you an idea of how both channels are doing, on a typical day, my old channel gets 20 times the views as my new channel. The thing is, on my old channel, when I post videos, they start off very slowly, but they stay steady over time. They get views over time. It's known as evergreen content. I'm sure you've heard that term before. My new channel, this retro channel, is just the opposite. It does good at first, but then after a few days, it trails off. And then it goes into obscurity somewhere. I don't know what you...
Because there's a million, except for this content, there's a million other videos like it.
Yeah, this guy must be sitting there just staring at his YouTube analytics all day.
call it opposite of evergreen, but that's exactly what it is. So here's my announcement today. Since that older channel is getting 20 times the views, and those views are evergreen, I am going to now put my main focus on that channel. And this channel is going to go on the back burner. It's going to basically be my part-time channel. I'm not going to push to get a high number of views on any of the
Why not just put it, why not just do everything on one channel?
Yeah,
that's what he did. That's what it was originally. Remember?
Yeah.
It was all one channel. And then he's like, okay, well, I have
probably
certain
because
people.
Yeah, it's probably because he can't admit defeat, maybe, to a certain extent. Like, he can't just go back to the one channel. He's just going part-time on this channel. God, how much hours? Just think about it. Like,
do you think he sat down with his wife and like had a whiteboard and had like a strategy meeting on deciding to go back to his other channel?
Yes, it's several times.
You know what I mean?
They've done
Like,
the whiteboard
you know what I mean?
thing like several times now in the past 4 months.
4 months going back and forth between the two channels.
Instead, I'm just going to do stuff that I like to do and talk about things that I like to talk
still be about retro
Basically, this channel is going to be my hobby channel. You should have very low expectations as to the number of video uploads. So just bear that in mind. Now, as far as my overall income from my YouTube work, most of it comes from that other channel, but it's still not that much. It's barely minimum wage. By focusing my efforts on
admitting that out loud.
yeah. So, and also, minimum wage, I think, on the federal level is still $7.
Yeah, so like, what do you,
So he's making...
He's making less than that if he's only making $2 a day.
more profitable.
on his
on
good channel.
on his good channel.
He's
Good
making
channel.
a little over triple that.
He's probably making $7 or $8 a day.
Yeah, so he's making about $280 a week. So he's pulling about 14 grand a year if he keeps things up.
I bet he's doing that in YouTube on ad revenue.
I think
That's
I could
pretty
keep
terrible.
scaling it. Another way of saying it is this channel has failed and the other channel has succeeded. Now, a lot of people, when they have a failed channel, they blame YouTube. They blame the algorithm and stuff like that.
I blame you.
Have the guts to do that.
I think YouTube is fine how
I like that quick. It's like just check it. That's not notes. That's his script.
it is
Look,
and stuff like that.
Just do-
I'm not going to do that. I think YouTube is fine how it is. It knows what the viewers want to see, basically, and it gives them what they want to see. And a lot of times, retro content is not what they want to see. I also don't blame the viewers. I don't blame you. The fact of the matter is, the retro space is oversaturated with YouTubers.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
That's probably the main reason why my video.
it was oversaturated when you got into it, dude.
It was
It's been oversaturated since like
10 years ago.
2009.
Yeah.
The entirety of YouTube has been retro games
Yeah.
Videos
in
don't
some
get
way or form.
long-term views. Once I've done a retro video, YouTube puts it into storage with all these other retro videos that have ever been done. It's like the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark where they're hiding the Ark in those crates or whatever. There's just so many of them, and YouTube doesn't know which ones to recommend to people. It's just oversaturated. I think in general,
crates are all full of
retro
garbage. Be
culture
better
has reached
metaphor.
its peak, and it's very hard to get a successful channel in place with that kind of content. There are a lot of YouTubers that are able to make retro videos work. One reason is because they're talented and they're better than me. But
Yeah,
dude,
they
don't
can read, they can
I mean,
memorize
And
the script.
quiver.
It's
Quiver
true.
when you say that too.
Yeah, they can say things without sounding fucking nervous.
It's true,
Yeah.
but don't put yourself down like that, dude. Like it's not a good look.
videos work. One reason is because they're talented and they're better than me. But
Yeah, no, BBC is right. VGL is like doing the same type of shit, and he's honestly got some charisma. This guy is just like
another
just
reason
nothing. Like,
is they have a lot better charisma in front of the camera.
There you go.
People like
There
Metal
we
Jesus
go.
Rocks.
I'm pretty sure VGL
Nitro-
just drinks. This guy should just start drinking before he shoots.
Do you really think? I love
Yeah,
it.
no,
I
VGL
love
is just an alcoholic.
Is he?
VG
BBC,
Yeah,
is that true? Oh my
Yeah.
god. You just,
I've heard that before. I heard that a long time ago
Yes.
when I was like first gotten introduced to him. People were like, "Oh yeah, he's an alcoholic." Doesn't he give rim jobs to gay guys too?
What? That might be a troll.
This is something I heard.
That might be some
Down
people
in-
trolling.
Oh yeah. That's
I don't know.
that's
They
absurd.
had the town he lived in.
He
They
spices
they
Mountain
dug up some info on.
But I mean, that's clearly an insult
Yeah.
against him.
Or I thought that there was leaked Discord messages where he talked about rim jobs. Because there's somebody who trolls him calling themselves rim job lover. 58.
Oh, maybe that if that's the case. Rim job lover. I do like the idea of him just getting like shit faced before he makes videos.
Yeah.
Before he eats some guy's ass.
Rad and a lot of others. Those are the kind of
Yeah, this guy should start an OnlyFans.
people that you want to have a beer with at a bar or something. That is not what people get from me. I am more analytical than I am charismatic.
And I got to this point and placed
Yeah, so you
the
should have kept
TV
your
in the
normal
middle.
job.
Unfortunately, there is another problem. The shelf holding the TV is impeding me from moving.
See, he knows. He's like admitting it right now. First off, we got to find this video. We have not seen this from 2004.
Yeah.
This looks amazing. The
It
shelves.
does. This looks like a very good video to watch.
The shelves are not lining up because
He
of
just-
the TV.
He just say I'm more analytical. It's like, yeah, dude, that's what's funny. You got to lean into that,
The outer shelves upward to where they need to be. I need
There's nothing
and then maybe do it and like dressed up as a clown or something. That would be
Yeah.
That would grab people's attention, and then they get
Dressed
into,
up as the different video game characters.
just
Terrible, cheap cosplay like
Yeah.
Halloween.
Really bad.
that would be great.
wrong with being analytical.
really bad.
It has its purposes. And those tutorials I make
Also,
on
that's
my
code word
other
for
channel,
autistic.
those are perfect for my type of personality. It takes a charismatic host to keep people tuned. I noticed that in my
Look,
Yeah,
he's
those
just-
videos.
Like
that video was
Hex.
so boring.
He's just like lashing himself. Be like, look at how badly I'm doing. Look at all the people who are just dropping off.
videos, especially
That's
my top 10
typical,
list,
though.
people skip around the video a lot. It's like they're skipping to see what
Because
my
it's a
picks
top 10 video. What do you expect them to do?
were.
Yeah.
But they weren't really into hearing my thoughts about those picks. And I fully understand that. I also have
Wanted to see
speech
his
problems.
normie. You know, they're
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
like,
we wanna see
really?
your wife.
Well,
I
that's the
actually skipped
thing
through
in
whole
the wife
to
video,
screenshot her wife.
I was one of those people skipping around.
There's
'Cause I'm
one.
going, where is
there's
she?
one clip of her. There's one clip of her sitting next to him playing a game. And that's
Oh, okay.
it.
I
And
didn't catch
I-
that.
It's at the very beginning. I got excited and I kept watching it, and there's no more.
All right,
So
we'll
I
take.
think-
take a
Which
look at
makes
that after.
editing for this channel
play
a
Mario
little
Kart together
cumbersome
or
because
something?
I don't use a lot of
She's decent,
scripts.
BBC,
I have a
going
lot
by
of
the thumbnail.
ums That I have to take out. I
Oh,
have a
yeah,
lot
any of
I
us
was gonna say,
probably
we haven't
steal
seen
trying to think
every
of the
single-
right word
You
to
can steal
say,
it from him.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, we haven't
I
seen the
do
dumper.
those things more than the
Yeah.
average person, so my
That's key.
my editing
Yeah, I
takes more
can't
time
give you my
on
full
types
score
of
because I haven't
videos.
se- I
And
haven't
don't
seen the
have an
dumper.
editor that helps me or anything like that. Another factor in all this is that I'm
Why did
caring
it just
for
show
an
that?
elderly person in my life. And
what?
by focusing on one channel
Well, good for him. I'm not gonna knock him for.
instead.
But why did he
But
quit
is-
his job then? Why is he doing YouTube full time? He's responsible for
sympathy.
other people.
That's true.
Going for sympathy right here, though.
It'll allow me to also put some focus into that care as well. Another factor in all this is that I'm kind of retroed out.
I'm
about
thinking about killing
250
myself.
retro videos over a span of 11 years, and I've
my
talked
God.
about these things.
This is your job, dude.
He's
Like,
been doing this for 11.
I thought he loved.
Wait a minute.
He's got 65 of these consoles and he's all retroed out.
So he's been making videos for 11 years now, never had any success. And then like half a year ago, he decides I'm going to quit my job, even though I've had fucking 10 years or 11 years of no success with this channel. And just
that's
hope
what was
that it
stopping
goes
him.
off.
Was his job. That was the only thing holding him
Joel.
back.
Clearly.
Grogel, the Genesis is to his left. It's got the 32X plugged into the top of it. Do you see it? It's on the very right, top right of the leftmost shelf. Is the 32X plugged in?
Oh, yeah, I see it.
That's a good point, Tab. He probably is cashing their social security check, so that's
Whoever he's taking care of.
yeah.
Based?
No, he's too
It's
too
starting to
honorable.
get a little bit stale.
He doesn't have the courage to do that.
Okay, today I'm going to be giving a tour of my video game room,
Oh
or
man,
actually my video game setup, as most people do. And I'm a big fan of video gaming, and the way I chose to make this setup.
what is this shot on?
All the systems hooked up.
The
at
frame
once,
rate, dude.
so
It's
I don't
like,
have to,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
do any work to play.
It's a shot on like
any
a
of the
fucking
systems.
flip phone.
Polaroid.
Slow down this channel. It may renew my spirit a little bit. I'm not suffering from burnout. Maybe just burnout of one subject matter. Now, some of you may be thinking, I didn't try hard enough. Maybe I should have uploaded more often. There's nothing in the current.
Fuck you. Seems like you've been working hard
That's what
enough.
it was, Grogel. Oh, that is what it was. It was just separate images cobbled together.
Yeah.
Stats that I see that
We
would
spent like 8
indicate
hours
that I
doing.
would gain a larger following if I uploaded more often. There are YouTubers who
Well, yeah,
upload
Tab,
once
you gotta
a
treat
month
yourself
who
for
are very
taking care of it.
successful, and there's also some that upload every
That's what
single
they would
day.
want.
RGT85 does a good job of being able to produce a video on the spot. He can hit the camera and just start talking about the Switch or something, and he makes that work. It matters how much detail.
It takes
you
me
put
a
in
full
your
day
videos.
just to get the
Like
courage to
gaming
talk in front of the
historian
camera.
who uploads about once a month. He puts a lot of work and research and details into his videos. That's what affects his rate of production. For me, I'm somewhere in the middle of RGT85 and gaming historian. I have a lot of details in my videos, and they do take some research. There's game captures I have to
don't
do
think
for
you're
those
anywhere.
top 10 lists and so forth. So
But no, he said in terms of detail, he clarified. He knows he's not
It's like
he's not on their level.
I can watch an hour and a half long documentary by gaming historian.
Gaming historians, we've talked every time he gets brought up, we're always like, yeah, his videos are great.
But like, I don't know how this guy could compare himself to him. And yeah, this guy does his own research, just like gaming historian.
than you may think. But also,
And about a million
like I
other
mentioned,
creators.
I've uploaded 250
There's that Australian
retro
guy,
videos over a span of 11
him,
years.
Modern gaming
So
something.
if I haven't found my mojo by now, I don't think I'm going to find it. It's not that I didn't enjoy doing
very
all
true.
those videos. It's just that I can't depend on those videos.
Yeah, isn't it
for
Golden Axe
income.
2 that's on
But
the
let me
TV?
tell you what's not going to happen with this channel. I am not going to delist my videos. I'm not going to do a
Okay.
big course correction where I change this channel into some other type of channel. I'm not going to start talking about woodworking. all
Split
He's
it
not
off into
backing
another
down.
channel.
He is
the
not
last
backing
two-
down.
No, just split more channels. Split into more channels.
That's going to be what he's going to come up with in like 3 months. Is like
Yeah.
I'm going to create 4 separate channels
Yeah.
at this point.
He has another channel for skits. Remember that? He's got this
yeah.
skit channel.
Gaming the Schism.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Blue.
Oh, Mr. Blue,
Yay!
what's up?
So,
Watching our
He's gonna
favorite
start,
autistic
He's
video
gonna
game
uh,
start
lover.
doing, drama
Yeah.
alert.
with a bunch of shorts. I don't plan on making any shorts for this channel. Like I said earlier,
Sorry, I mean,
you'll see some
that is a good
passionate-
point. This is Joker vibes here though, where he is constantly changing. Like, no, this is what I'm
Yeah.
gonna try. This is what I'm gonna do. Like,
He's gonna start
It
doing
doesn't work
drama
we're on the same
streams.
level.
Yeah, it doesn't work after 2 months, so I gotta
See,
change it.
Joker has charisma, and he has nothing else. This guy has pretty much a lot of stuff except for charisma. Freaking
has
combine
zero.
them. Combine them. They should do a show together. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, monstrosity of a
His
show.
speech skill is 0. His speech
Yep.
skill is 0.
He's basically addressing all of his wife's criticisms when he's talking to his viewers instead of her.
Yeah.
Oh
His wife,
my
his wife
God.
wrote
Pretty
the,
good-
the
that's a
things
good
on the
point.
paper.
That is
He's like,
Right on
you're
the-
not
that's-
bringing in it. This isn't working, dude.
that's right on the nose, dude.
His wife's handwriting is on the paper.
Oh my God, that's a note she left for him. As
Yeah.
She's going to
Things
the
come
weekend
from
at her
me.
mother's to
I just don't
about
think they'll
things.
get a lot of views.
Quote unquote mothers.
Yeah, mothers.
But we'll see. I'm also not going to sell this collection. I'm not leaving retro gaming. I would only sell my collection if I was in dire straits, which could happen.
Which
I
is
don't know. But,
which is imminent.
This is not here
Yeah,
for the
I think
channel.
that's
This stuff behind me is
ominous.
here for me, and I
An
play
ominous
it
statement.
just about every day. But let me tell you what's going to happen to my Patreon. I think most of my Patreon members are members because of this retro channel. So I expect to
bloopers, I
lose a
thought.
lot of them since I'm not going to be concentrating
Fren.
on this channel anymore.
Good morning
I'm
to you.
also actually going to take away some of the
day.
benefits.
Good day-
to
good
that
day, mate.
Patreon in order to free up more time for me to concentrate on my other channel. So
I've
going
mentioned that
forward,
before.
I'm-
I like love it. The idea that like Fren wakes up to it, like wakes up to us and watches us. I
Yeah,
love
that's
that.
awesome.
Good morning. That's
Yeah,
great.
that's an awesome thing to wake up.
Drinking coffee.
I wish
watching
I could
this
have
guy.
a cup of coffee.
We're
right
like
now.
we're like an FM show. Like this is like a morning zoo right now.
yeah,
Friend's gonna be on his
Gotta get that
on his
soundboard up.
job.
Yep.
On his way to his job, working for the Chinese that are taking over his country.
You Canadian?
No,
Yeah.
Australian.
I know. I'm making a joke.
Yeah, it's just happening everywhere.
Yeah,
not
it could
gonna
be any
do-
country.
the 2 bonus videos per month. I'm not going to do the channel health report and a lot of the
Oh.
other things I do on a monthly
Those were
basis.
the best.
There's gonna
Only
be
do
2
these.
benefits.
Yeah, only do
Do
this.
these daily.
Yes, I want to know. Like, I just want him to like OBS show his like live stream his like analytics on his YouTube channel.
Well, that's why like I like searching. I'm like, what are because we keep tabs obviously on all these people, and we're like, oh, I was like, oh my God, Prophet, he's back.
He should
Yeah, it's
do a
like,
separate
oh.
channel for daily vlogs.
Yeah.
Daily vlogs with him. I would watch them every single day.
Oh, we'd have
Yeah, for
content
quick.
every week with him. I would love that.
Yeah.
But that's why this video is so bittersweet because he's probably not gonna make one of these again.
Well, we're gonna have to watch.
No, he's
check
got
out his other
he is
other
going to because something is going to change, and he's going to have to make a video about why he's changing it and explain it
Yeah.
for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what this
Things
channel
that
will be
remain.
for.
There's going to be the early access to videos. I'm going to keep that. And I'm also going to keep putting people's names at the end of my videos as a thank you. I do want to thank my Patreon members. They have helped keep this channel alive. Without them, I probably would have ended it months ago. So
That's when it
thank you
started,
for all your
right?
support.
Yeah.
Before I wrap up this
Yeah, you
video,
would've
I
ended
just
it
want
months
to do
ago
a
when it
little
started.
bit of a celebration of all my retro work that I've done. I want to show you my 2 old openings that I used to have in front of my old retro videos. These are really outdated by today's opening standards, but they're
It's gonna be the video of that guy pooping in the diaper, right? Swashing it around. It's my old. Oh, that's what that's from.
still kind of fun to look at sometimes.
It's like I can see him in class right now, like he's talking to us presenting something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our community college
Oh,
class.
this is awesome. This is I love the old YouTube.
You mean the systems. Nice, not bad.
I'm just like imagining him just like raving to this.
Yeah. caster system on top.
Orthodox. They don't really. The openings aren't really a thing anymore. I feel like, at least it may be
No,
like
it's all just ads.
a quick little
No, it's ads
stinger.
now.
But yeah,
What
yeah.
the openings are now? The openings now are Raid Shadow Legends and all that fucking trash.
But people used to have, especially with these old like game channels, they used to have like a whole like intro theme song.
Whole to do.
Ooh, nice. Ooh.
Oh.
I don't think I could do that.
No, this is. It's got some stuff I haven't heard of.
Yeah, that's the thing, Stan. It was a lot better. Ironically, it was like YouTube was a lot better when it was shit like this sort of quality.
You're gonna bring up L-Dopa
before
again,
it got
Tasty?
super fucking corporate.
Okay, so that's all I had to cover
brought up
today.
L-Dopa
I hope you
before.
understand everything I have said. I truly appreciate all the support and viewership you have given me on this channel.
We're always here for you, buddy.
This is not a total goodbye.
Yep.
We'll just see each other less often. It's like a friend who moves further away. We'll
And
still
kills
get together.
himself.
We'll have
Yeah, I
lunch
was gonna say, it's
like a
together
friend
and
who's
do
slowly
things,
dying.
but, I'll still be around.
That was so abrupt.
Wow.
It's like,
Yeah, Jesus.
Wow.
And viewers,
And then when the yellow shows just
on this channel,
do a
and,
gunshot effect.
This is not a total goodbye. We'll just see each other less often. It's like a friend who moves further away. We'll still get together. We'll have lunch together and do things, but I'll still be around.
oh, that makes me sad. Really looking.
Yeah,
at
this makes me sadder than
We'll have lunch
Medic's laugh.
together and do things, but
Look at the face at the end here.
right there. That's the face.
He knows it's over.
Yeah.
I failed you. I
Look at
failed.
that.
I'll still be around.
Oh,
That's such a hard cut.
And then it
because he
shows
started crying.
his date of birth to 2023. Rest in peace.
Is that actually, or that's just going to be the Hulk Hogan, isn't it? Oh, I'm surprised. Yes, usually you
Did
link
he-
us to the Hulk tweet. Casey.
Did Gaming the Systems really tweet?
I don't know if he has a.
He's on Twitter yet.
Yeah, that was brutal. It's hard watching people's dreams die, especially when they film it and everything like this.
Hello.
Yeah, give us
Especially when,
excruciating
Never seen
detail.
yeah. Yep. Especially when they
Coming in at
awkwardly
number
tell us.
10,
Yeah.
Super Smash TV. This is a game that
friend
I
of the
like
show,
more than
John.
my wife
Yeah. I
does,
watched him
but
pretty
she
much beat
agrees
that
to play
game.
it along with me, and she has
As
a
much
lot
as
of
you
fun
can
with
beat
it.
it.
It's a game show of the future where the two of you go through these arenas and 8 different Spain. Me and my wife
There she is. Yeah, she's fine for him.
Look at that
play
posture.
Yeah.
together. Me and my
I don't
wife
like
Yeah.
that
are
posture. I don't like that neck either. Look at that
very
neck.
different from the
Gross.
other couples out
Oh,
there. So
you
take
can
this
tell
list as a grain of salt.
Who's in charge based
Coming in
upon
at
that.
number 9,
Based on the
games
posture,
that
yeah.
And face. Look at him. He's awkwardly. She's determined.
She doesn't
He's-
want to be there. It's
No.
Yeah.
like you can.
me and my wife play together. Me and my wife are
She's in
very
the
different
gaming chair,
from the
the-
other couples
That's how
out
they
there,
play,
so
too.
take this list as
Just
a grain.
in silence.
Is it too late
Yeah,
for
they
them
don't
to have a
sit on the
kid?
couch.
That's the thing. Like
Yeah.
his age is like undeterminable.
Yeah.
Like he could
He's
be anywhere from like
26.
he could be anywhere from like 35
younger
to
than
like
us.
55.
That'd be so
Yeah.
funny if he was younger than us.
Yeah.
He's my age. He's 30. Or even young. Oh my god.
That'd trip me out.
Yeah.
Bring up-
So that's the only shot
Yeah.
ever. Well, see if we can. Why can't I sort
Post a
it
comment, like,
from oldest
Or
to
videos with her.
oldest to
No,
newest?
tasty. If the
Can you-
Dreamcast, if the Dreamcast fucking
That's fucking
keep
gay.
dreaming
Why can't you do that
uh,
anymore?
emulator thing teaches you anything,
really
just
gotta
keep dreaming.
scroll.
Man. They're still making new Dreamcast games.
Oh, his old videos aren't on here.
Yeah, I don't understand what
Because
he's.
he was
Are-
embarrassed,
Are
probably.
they on the
And not-
how to?
Not that
X?
he had any reason to be embarrassed, but he's just that's his mentality. Is he felt ashamed of
Yeah.
of his prior videos.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This is his other channel, How to X. The stupidest.
Well, he's saying
fucking
it's
name.
doing good, but his other channel gets more views. Look, 500, 200. This is nothing.
These are
What is
TOD numbers here.
Yeah, what is he talking about?
He's completely wrong.
Oh, well, one of them had 14K.
All right, looks like maybe there's some. Okay, yeah, there's some old Kino on this, so we could just
Yeah,
look at
just
some
pick one.
classics throughout the next few streams. Power dusting 59 game consoles.
Oh, that's a good one.
His video like 5 hours.
That could be good.
I can label him on YouTube.
His wife is
Retro
in this
or
one
Gaming
too.
Systems Classic.
This is a video
Ah.
that I've been wanting to make for years.
Oh,
Oh, but it doesn't show. Oh,
Look like asteroids. But this visual
I don't see it
Star Trek.
either. So yeah, we can comb through this sometime and portable wall gaming.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god. That's why that shit's on the wall, because he has the Vex tracks up on the wall in the
Nose
fucking
update.
Virtual Boy.
oh, he's got a septoplasty surgery.
What?
Nice. That's an 18. Oh, save that. That's an 18-minute long video.
How much money have I made from YouTube? Oh, nice. So he's got a bunch, because we were only looking at the retro one.
Yeah, I didn't know about this.
What
What
color should
color
I
should I
paint the
paint?
game room? Oh, okay. This one's
Oh.
quick. You want to watch this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I love this. I
Yeah.
love this.
These are I love this guy, man. What's his name? Do we know his name? Is he
No.
ever? No.
Hello,
Oh, he's got a
everyone.
Shenmue
Just
picture
a
up
short
there,
video
too. That's
today.
cool.
I'm going to be talking about some of my future game room
Next to the Super
plans.
Mario Galaxy
and
and
one
the
of
Night
them
Trap.
is going to be painting. I'm going to paint the walls in this game room because the off-white that is
Listen to
currently
his
on the
voice.
walls is not very appealing, at least to me.
He's
So I've been
improved.
Oh, he did
Recently.
a mock up in
Did-
Photoshop.
Wow.
Do you think he got the nose surgery for the channel? Like something to do with the channel?
Well, I think
Yeah.
it changed his voice.
It cost like $35,000 too. It's like this will be worth it.
using GIMP to experiment with some colors, and I'm leaning toward using a red, simply because I've never
Most people just go and get some samples from Home Depot and put it on the actual wall, but you know,
Yeah, dude.
I guess you could do that too.
used red
Guess you
for
could use
any room
GIMP.
before, and I think it would make some of the things in this room stand out. But I might end up using blue, even though there's already a bunch of blue.
You ended up
rooms in
using
this
blue.
house. Currently,
And
the
then
room
does
is
red
dominated by
later.
black, gray, and silver items, so I'm not quite sure how red would work with those things. I will mention
Probably good.
that the carpet is soon going to be all gray, because I'm going to be taking out the black carpet tiles and replacing them with gray ones. The black ones are
obvious
just too
reasons.
hard to keep clean. I should also mention there's a wood molding that goes around the base of the wall, and I'm not sure if I want to remove that. I've never replaced
Or if
molding
I'm
on the
capable
wall
of
before,
removing
but I
it.
guess I can learn. With all that being said,
you
what
go.
color would
You
you
don't wanna
recommend
remove that.
if this was your room? And I'm
You
also
don't wanna
interested
remove
in
that,
whether I
dude.
I would just keep it white.
should use glossy or flat. And I'm wondering
Why
if I
would
should
you
paint
remove the
ceiling
molding
as
at
well.
the bottom
It
of
might
the
make it a little
fucking
dark in
wall?
here.
Well, he did.
I should also mention that I plan on
Yeah,
painting
Gimp's
the
not a
wood
good name
shelves
for it.
that are in the back of the room.
No, it's not. I really
and
wish.
as my gaming
I don't know
setup
what they're
continues
thinking
to
of
I
that.
expand,
I
I
used
might
GIMP
actually
as well.
move those
and
shelves
I
into
wish
another
it
room.
wasn't called
So
that.
Is it an acronym?
Yes, it's like
Graphics something.
graphical interface something program or
So
something.
let me know what you recommend, and
they
when
coulda-
I
they
eventually
coulda
get
done
around to
something
painting the
better.
room, I'll be sure to make a video about
Yeah.
it. So see you next time.
Type in go with red.
Yeah, this old video.
Yeah.
When was this? Fucking 3 years ago? Like, who's finding these old videos?
Viewer comments about my
Oh my
game room. Mean
God.
comments. Nice.
I kind of want to watch this now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's do it.
because he's talked about that a lot in the videos we've watched. This is Kino.
Dude, did he have these lights at one point?
Yeah, that looks sick.
Crazy.
Nice. He didn't used to show his face.
Huh. Dude,
I like that intro. Look
I've
at
never
that.
done anything
I am like so happy that there's all these old videos
like this before,
Yeah.
but I think it's gonna be a lot of
Dude,
fun.
I want that
I'm
apple
going to
pippin
respond
so
to
bad.
viewer comments,
Right there.
specifically the ones
All the way on the
posted to my
left,
video
second from the
entitled
bottom.
2018
I want it.
Controller's like a
Before.
fucking boomerang.
I'll put a link in
Boomerang,
the
that's how you
description
can
if
tell
you
it's
want
a
to watch
Pippin.
it. In that video, I showed
Although it
the
could be
video
the
game
Bandai
room that you're
Namco
seeing
one.
right now,
In which
includes
case,
a bunch of gaming
Japanese
consoles
one, I
hooked
don't
up
want
to
it.
the
I want an
TV
Apple
and ready to
Pippin, I
play.
don't want
The
the
reaction to
repurposed
the
one.
video was larger than anything this small channel has ever seen before. As of right now, there's
Whoa.
over
Damn.
4,000 comments. Most people had something positive to say, but there were many contentious statements that kept coming
Call
up
it
over
faggot.
and
Hell
over.
looks like.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Hog war.
that's not that bad.
Yeah, that's a reasonable.
You mean why it is from
Why is
the
the
Middle East?
mother-
Those are the ones I'll be
Yeah.
responding to today. One
Inshallah.
that expressed disagreement and concern about the gaming setup and about game collecting in general. I'll be discussing things such as my love life, how I get rid of dust, the amount of electricity I use, and my reason for not using emulators. Along the way, I'll be sharing a lot of personal details about myself.
These are the people I
It's
make
all
my
going
money
to be
off of,
one
dude.
large conversation about gaming culture. Hope you enjoy.
I was gonna say he has a wife.
The way I'm going to do this is by grouping similar sets of comments together.
Yes.
So autistic.
So autistic.
God.
He's grouping his mean comments together.
Dude,
He
he
had,
like-
well, let's remember too. He had 4,000 comments, and I guarantee he went through every single one.
Yeah.
He spent, like Milk, you've never edited a video. It takes time to do all this.
No,
It
Them
takes
all
a
at the
lot
same
of time to sit and edit this and fucking go through them all. Oh my god. And to like
Here's the
clip them
first
out.
set.
And this is when he had a
Yeah.
full-time job.
To clip these out like this.
Inspector Gadget. I like that.
Man.
Oh.
Come on, Raphael. Look at the
Dude.
photo.
Pay it no mind.
Zero pussy.
Look at that. Look how long
So
that
many of these
loser is.
comments, I could
The
spend the whole video
Punisher.
showing them. People make assumptions about my love
Loser.
life based on what they see in the game room. I know some of these people are kidding, but the fact is, it's so near the top of everyone's mind.
They're not kidding.
So I just want to delve into that
So, anyways, here's my wife, and here's her cunt.
a little bit.
Yep.
I also want to point out that
Here's
most
our
of these
fire red
comments
bush.
are posted by other gamers. Of course, the way I play my games is different from the way most people play their games. But I'm not the only one on YouTube
What do you
with
mean?
a large setup and a lot of games. So it got me wondering, do those other collectors get similar comments? I've watched
Theirs are
many of
much
those
cleaner
videos
than
over
yours,
the
though,
years, and I don't recall seeing any virgin comments under
I don't
those
like that
videos.
guy.
Just to be certain, though, I went
Okay.
back and looked at some game room tours by
He's going through other people's comments to see if
And
they're
all
saying
of
the
them.
same thing.
All the comments.
prominent YouTubers.
And I'm sure
I
all
found
these
a few
guys
virgin
did the same
comments,
shit.
but not as many as I get on my video. It could be that those channel owners are going in and deleting those comments. However, it's most likely I'm getting more of those comments because I'm doing something drastically different. It could be about
Sound
the
like
way
you're
that
crying.
I have everythall hooked up in the room with a bunch
Dude, I'd
of
love to
wires.
buy all
It
these
looks
game
like
rooms
I
and
spent a
fucking
lot
sell
of
them.
time
That's
in there
my
doing
dream.
this, which
Buy
I
these
have.
game
Whoa,
And
whoa,
to
whoa,
some-
hold on a second. He's saying that people say because of the way the game, like how everything looks, and that he spent a lot of time doing it. This doesn't look. I hate to say it, like those are just shelves.
Yeah.
Like, that's
They're-
not that
you know what
impressive.
Those shelves are for? Those shelves are like what are in kitchens. Those are
Yeah,
what are in
like, you
like
get those
I
at
got him out in my
IKEA.
garage.
Yeah, they're in garages.
Yeah.
Like I have a small one of
They're
those
good
that
for
I
'em.
use to keep.
Good storage.
Oh yeah,
shelves.
I have all my shipping supplies and a bunch
Yeah.
of bins full of games on them.
Urchin.
But the thing about it is, it's like, bro, it's like some people can just sense a mark,
Yes,
like through
the
the
soup
screen. You know,
kitchens.
you don't even like even if your his
Yeah.
face isn't on it.
That's very extra nerdy to put that much effort
Those are the
into
shelves
these
that
old
we had at the
systems.
work at my
My
last job.
voice could also be a factor.
Dirty.
I can sound like a
Dirty
cringy
shelves.
teenager sometimes, making me sound younger than I am and socially inept. When I voice
Say your
chat
name,
in
or say your
online
age.
gaming, people mistake me for a kid sometimes. But I
For a
believe
woman.
there is a medical reason why I
For a
sound
lesbian.
the
Wait,
way I do.
is-
I was playing baseball in the 6th grade and got hit in the nose with the baseball.
He got the surgery.
Dude, he got his surgery because of his voice, because he sounded like a.
And he probably thought that would get him. Oh. GTS, bro. Come on.
Tell you what, if you
This
caught the
guy-
ball, you wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah, if you knew how to catch a fucking baseball.
I didn't think much about it at the time. I was bleeding all over the place.
This guy's
but
so
I didn't
good.
go to the hospital. Years and years and years later, I started.
He was probably
having
playing right
nasal
field, and I was playing left field
difficulties,
when
and
this
I went to
happened.
see a doctor, and he said I had a deviated septum and that I had signs that I once broke my nose. I think it might have affected my voice as well. I do have one more theory as to why I get the virgin comments, and this is going to get into some psychology, so bear with me. Those other YouTubers.
Did you see
show
it blip like that for a second?
and they reveal
Yeah.
a lot
Wait,
about
was
their
this?
everyday lives.
I saw it.
And this is going to get into some psychology, so bear with
Go
me.
before that a little bit.
It might have affected my voice as well. I do
For it.
have one more theory as to why I get the virgin comments, and this is going to get into some psychology. So
What
bear
happened
with me.
to it? I
Those
saw it as
other
well,
YouTube-
Mr. Blue.
What was
Yeah.
I just
It was
been
just-
in the air.
Yeah,
What
the
did
screen
you
went
show
great for a
themselves,
moment.
And they
It said
reveal
there
a
was
lot about
words.
their everyday
It's like-
lives. They make their show.
All right, I gotta see
I
this
did
stuff.
that I
Yeah.
wonder, and he
Alright.
said I had a deviated septum and that
There we
I
go.
had signs that I once broke my nose. I think it might have affected my voice as well. I do have one more theory as to why I get the virgin comments.
Maybe a little bit
This is
further
gonna
back.
Get into some psychology. So my niece at the time, I was a Medline gaming. People mistake me for a kid. So I do. I was playing
we go,
baseball in the
this-
6th grade and got hit in the nose with the baseball. I didn't think much about it at the time. I was bleeding all over the place, but I didn't go to the hospital. Years and years and years later, I started having
forgot.
nasal difficulties, and I went to see a doctor, and he said I had a deviated septum and that I had signs that I once broke my nose. I think it might have.
I
affected
saw
my
it as well,
voice as
Mr. Blue. Maybe it was the stream. I don't know.
Yeah, well, what was that?
Yeah,
He's putting subliminal messages in here.
yeah. Only some of us can see it.
Special little guy set on deck says, "Mr. Blue, I hope the Sandman doesn't get you tonight."
Why?
Because
well,
you're-
I think he wants you
fell
to
What do you
sleep.
know?
I think he wants you to fall asleep.
as well.
Who?
I do have.
No, he
one more
doesn't
theory.
want you to fall
Oh.
He
asleep.
doesn't want you to fall. Special little guy on deck.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. It's like
Yeah,
the,
I saw it as well.
it's like the fart from
Sandman, like-
earlier.
like
The
sleeping.
Okay. Okay, not like literal, like,
No,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like,
like
not like
from-
the not like the guy from the what,
Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man.
bad guy. Yeah, not like the Spider-Man 3 villain.
Yeah.
I'd be more afraid of him than I would of the guy that makes you sleepy.
I get.
Yeah.
the
Although
virgin
don't forget about the
comments.
Sandman horror movie with
And
what's
this
his
is gonna
name?
Get into some
Or
psychology.
the Sandman
So
from
bear with
the
me. Those other
Metallica.
YouTubers show
Right.
themselves, and
He's
they
probably pretty
reveal
scary.
a lot about
Yeah.
their everyday lives. They make their personas part of the channel.
Croc
On my
2,
channel, I
Surfer
don't show
playing
my
Croc
face
2,
at all.
Legend of
Besides a few slip-ups here and there.
Doggos or
The main
whatever.
reason I do that is because, well, I'm camera shy. I also have to operate the camera a lot from behind it. And when I created the channel, I wanted it to be only about video games. And I thought that if I
Okay.
showed myself a lot, it would
He's
draw
got the Nokia, the N gauge or whatever.
Hell,
attention away from the
Mr. Blue,
games.
you rocked that.
Since I don't show myself,
I did
and
not.
don't give
Yeah. I thought
any
you had one
details
of those.
about my
No.
life,
No.
I am essentially a
Dude, who had
blank slate.
No one. It was just such a piece of
one.
shit that.
I've held an
Your
N
memories, dude, are getting.
Yeah, they had there was a floor model one at EB Games, but I've never actually,
I don't
seen
know. I
anyone
think I
have one.
came across one at one point. and I don't think I
Yeah.
timeline, dude.
When
because
people
I can
try to
remember how the
construct me in
buttons
their
felt,
mind,
and I can
think
remember
they
like
have
having
to
it in my
depend
house.
on a
You
stereotype.
had to take the battery
In my
out in order to
case,
put the
the
cartridge in,
stereotype-
then put the battery back in, and then put the back plate on.
That is
That's insane.
insane.
Of the
Yeah.
gamer who has no luck in dating. They only see a room full of games, and they never see me do anything else besides game-related things in that room. Off camera, I'm actually
Never see
quite a
me make
goofy
love to
person, but it doesn't really come through in my videos.
He hasn't even
But
mentioned
I've
his wife.
decided I'm going to change that up a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe they got
I'm going
married
to
after.
Start showing myself.
Ooh, those
in my
TurboGrafx
videos,
games, those
and
are
I'm going to
expensive.
talk more about my life. We'll see if it results in fewer
Some of
virgin
them.
comments. But that's not the reason I'm doing it. I just think it's time to inject some personality into the
Yeah, he's just giving people what
so
they
starting
want.
right here and
Yep.
right now, I'm going to show myself to you.
Whoa.
Hello, I'm Kevin. Welcome to my game room.
Kevin, okay.
Kevin.
I've had this
Kevin.
channel for
He looks like a
7 years
Kevin.
now. I've
Yeah.
had this game room for 8 years, and I've lived in this house for 10 years, and I've also been married for 11 years to this person right here.
Jesus.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, I think she's cute. She's like,
Yeah.
honestly, like,
Total normie.
No, I think
Like,
her throat
totally
looks
fine.
weird. In the new video, right here, her throat doesn't
If
have
people
that.
still
Like,
think
Oh, this is
that
years
gamer
prior.
person right
Yeah.
here.
Hello.
she's getting
If
saggy.
people still think that gamers have trouble being in
getting
relationships,
saggy.
they are behind on the times. The vast majority of gamers on YouTube, collectors or
So
not,
11
are in
years. So he's
relationships. It's
probably
hard to find
40.
anyone who
Late
is single
30s,
at
40.
all.
yeah.
I'm left wondering, do people making such comments actually know a lot about love and relationships?
Are you
Ooh,
coming
he's
back?
putting on the trolls.
Not right now. I'm too busy calling people virgins on the internet. By the way, who cares?
That's what we do.
She is cute, man, and he didn't put a kid in her. Fucking idiot.
if someone is a virgin or not.
Well, hold
Or
on.
if-
Maybe he can't. Maybe she
Maybe
can't.
she can't. Yeah, never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they're together.
Nah, I'm
'cause
still
they're
I'm
both
still
just-
gonna I'm gonna assume they
Genetic.
did.
Yeah, I'm still gonna assault him.
Yeah.
they don't
Just
date.
assume
It
that
does
they
not
just
make
didn't
them
because
any
he's-
less valuable to society. I urge the
Well-
gamers of the world.
Well, he did get
to let
hit by a lot of
go this
baseballs, I bet.
virgin mentality.
Yeah.
He got it.
I might have- That's what the doctor told him to after he broke his nose.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like,
not
you
You're
have
done.
children.
Yeah, the septum. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. Because he
So
would be
there's the
unable to
next
play
set of
catch with his kid.
That kind of
He
relates
sucks
to
at
what I've
baseball.
already said.
Afraid of the baseball. No life.
Ooh. See, some of these are good. Life is too short to waste it.
Not sure why this video was on my recommended, but this is the most pathetic and saddest life I got. But to each their own.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's
like
a little
me.
positive at the end.
Yeah.
Where's this GameCube section?
What these comments indicate is that people undervalue.
That'd be funny if that one guy you said loser really loud, like put it in this video as well.
Yeah. Another comment.
Like in response to his face reveal.
Spent on gaming. And let me explain with an example. Picture 4 people at work on a Monday morning, and they're talking about how they spent the weekend. One person says,
Oh.
I binged watched Netflix for 6 hours. Another says, I watched football
drunk.
for 6 hours.
I
Another
jerked
says,
off
I
all
did
weekend.
Yard work for 6
yeah, I
hours.
drove drunk and
And
almost
the fourth
crashed my
one
car.
says, I played old video games for 6 hours. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? Out of all these time-consuming things,
It's more than 6
that person
hours.
who played the video games, it's
Yeah,
probably going to
let's
be
be honest.
frowned upon. They may be even laughed out of the room. A large
No,
portion
what
of
are
the
you
population
what-
still
what-
views
he
gaming
made this in what,
as a childish
2018?
behavior that is intellectually valid.
Yeah, yard work is a waste of time. I got drunk and watched Tarzan Nick on Sunday for 5 hours. You're
Yeah.
goddamn right. You're goddamn
Go
right.
for over 4 the other day, or the Sunday.
Rapid and lazy. Meanwhile, binge watching TV is popular and is considered a cool thing to do by the public at large. I would think that actively playing a game is more beneficial to one's brain than
I don't know,
passively
dude. You got some on
watching
that
TV.
shelf where
a
if
lot
you're
of
playing them,
scientific
like, what are you
literature
doing?
supports this notion.
Playing FIFA
But
98
these
on
studies
the
don't get a lot of
Genesis.
coverage in the media. It's hard to break the stereotype.
I'll say this though, I do agree. I do think playing video games does help with hand-eye coordination.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, like driving. I feel like I'm a good driver, and
Oh, me too.
I have GTA
love
to
it,
thank
too.
for that. GTA 3.
That's incredibly retarded to say.
No, it's true. I feel it.
Driving's the most easy fucking thing in the world.
I love driving.
Now, I've
I don't
driven
play
a
video
million
games.
miles, and I am humming down the road, and I got hand-eye coordination. I'm
It's
going
so
left
you
and
can-
right and yelling.
Yeah, no, it's so you can pass. It's for like passing cars really quick and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But also other
I
things
can't
in
speak.
life
I have
that
a
others-
DUI, so I guess I can't.
Yeah, I've not gotten in
got
a
it off
single, well,
Yeah.
at fault accident, and I have been reckless in the past.
Yeah, I mean,
And I'll
I
tell
was
the
too,
officer, like,
definitely when I
pal.
was young.
Yeah, I don't do it as much anymore.
No,
Especially when I'm driving my wife.
I watch people and like drive up 91, dude, do like 100, passing cars, like weaving, like up through
I don't like
Connecticut,
that.
and it's just like these people are fucking insane.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Coming up
no
from
regard
Connecticut,
for
that's
their own
why.
life. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's when I'm down there and I'm coming back from.
Driving through Hartford, anytime
Yeah.
I drive through there,
Hartford,
there's
yeah.
always one person going insanely
Yes.
recklessly fast and
Well, I
weaving
get
in and out of
that.
traffic.
Crazy.
Guarantee.
If you're in
It is
Hartford, you want to
crazy.
get out of there. So I can see just
It's
being
like
No,
somebody in
no,
like
it's-
an Audi just being like, you'll hear it. It'll just be
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, and when you see one, keep an eye out. It's probably second, but no, but it's a
Yeah,
guarantee. It's a guarantee. It's honestly, it's happened anytime I've come back from Chicopee. The past several times, like I'm like, all right, here we go, I'm waiting for it, and doesn't matter. You can honk at, like, they'll go in the breakdown lane. I was turning into the lane, and he's coming up at 110 miles an hour, and I just casually moved over and like this fucking cocksucker.
Well, that's what it is. It's like you just got to get out of the way, or they're just gonna smash into you.
Yeah, and they'll keep going.
They'll drive into the what is it, the work lane or the carpool lane?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, he did.
Fly up
He went
fucking
into the breakdown lane and then kept going, and then he got off on an exit. Not too bad. He's like, all right, I get what you're doing. You're just a fucking lunatic, driving around. Hope you die.
Isn't that always come up like, man, I said so many times. It's like, man, I hope that person fucking dies.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah,
I
and
think
it's
equally
just them.
sad
You know,
that
I don't want them to hit
gamers
anyone else. I just
themselves
want
carry
them
the
to
same
take
types
that
of views.
exit and
I'm
just
not saying sit there and play video games
See
all
ya, bud.
day.
Into the
It's all
fucking
about
shoulder.
balance. Some people may look at my game room and think that I stay in there all day. The truth is, I don't go in there a lot. I have a lot of different things I'm interested in beyond video games. I enjoy
told my
being around
told my
nature,
wife,
so I do
like,
a lot of hiking.
she had this water
I do
bottle
some
that
form
was
of hiking
metal,
every other
and I
day,
wanted to just have
even
it with
during
me all
the
the time because I
winter.
just want to
I
huck
even
it
go
at someone
beyond that,
eventually.
and I try to memorize the names of trees and the names of creatures and plants and all those things, just
That's
to make
neat.
the hikes a little more interesting. And 95% of the time, I'm doing this activity with my wife.
Nice. He's a hiker.
Not in those shoes. Not in those shoes, dude.
Dust is not much of an issue in
We made
the
a whole
game room.
video about how to
Let's
dust
look at
this.
how dusty things are in the game room right now. This is how it looks after not dusting
dusts
for
every
4
single day.
months. It isn't that bad. I'm not a scientist, but I'm thinking the larger the setup, the more time it takes.
I'm
for
not a
dust
scientist
to
like
accumulate
Joker.
on it. Since you have a lot of surface area, but a finite amount of dust, it takes a lot longer to
Sorry, I
accumulate
just
on
saw a
everything,
special
I
little
think.
guy on deck.
It also helps
Chad,
that the room has an
110
air
mile per hour
intake
driver
vent,
versus virgin,
which
80
sucks
mile per hour
dust
good
out of
hand-eye
the
coordination
But what do I
person.
do when I need to? I get a duster out, and I dust. It's as simple as that. I get this feeling that some of these commenters don't do a lot of dusting in their houses. It's very
Ooh.
easd, and
Shots
it's not a
fired.
reason to avoid
Yeah.
having a video game set up.
Dude, I'm gonna buy a special vacuum cleaner to dust off my desk with
Send me
Super
send
powerful.
send that
instead
to
of
me.
getting air can duster. Because air can sprays, and I can use this thing I can open my PC and suck all the dust out of it. Instead of using spray stuff to spray
Building
in,
this
I can
setup
suck
did
out.
not increase my electrical usage because everything has a switch
Need
on.
one of those too.
When I'm out of the room, those switches are off. Electricity
Yeah, I need to get one of
cannot
them
get
things
through
that
switches
sucks.
that are in the off position. In my tour video, I do have a lot of extra things turned on, but that's not normally how I use the room. Typically, I just have the TV on and the game
Getting
system
electric
on,
leaf blower.
and maybe charging a controller or two. So basically, I'm using the same amount of energy as someone else who does not have this setup and only has one game system attached
Dude, those
to one
power
TV.
racks right there were so expensive when he bought them. They're expensive now. So I can't imagine how much they were 8 or 9 years ago.
Setup would not look like a pawn shop.
It does look like a pawn shop.
People think it's too much trouble and it costs too much money to
Why
have
is he
all
labeling
the
it with
original
numbers?
equipment
What?
when you can just emulate the game.
So we can have the power and stuff.
Oh, right,
These
yeah,
comments
yeah,
seem
yeah.
to
Power
suggest
switches or
that
whatever.
I've never even heard of emulators. The plan
Yeah,
for
those
this
power
run from
things
the
are like
beginning
150,
was to have the
200
original
bucks, those rack
systems
things
and the original
now.
games. Gaming on an
Piece.
emulator just isn't as exciting
For like
me.
12 or whatever.
I got
Switch.
good
I looked
news.
into them.
What?
They are a
You
good
said
idea,
you always
especially if you got a
wanted
lot
a
of that fucking things.
I got one.
Really?
He's right here. See? He's emulated. I saved us some money. Look at him. Yeah.
As someone who grew up with a lot of these systems in the house, having them again triggers.
I want to know more about that.
nostalgia.
Yeah,
If
about
you
this
didn't grow up
emulated
with
dog.
These systems, I can
No,
understand
no.
why you viewed them.
Was he? I don't know. He had to have been making a lot of money or something.
Oh, their
He's such
story.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she's a cutie.
These items as just a bunch of
And he's like a-
unneeded stuff. You may also
Fucking
not
weirdo.
Sorry,
mind
Kevin, but like
if the
a
emulator
rat-like. I don't know.
He's very meek.
Rat?
Very
He's like a rat thing.
A rat
Yeah.
think. Some sort of a rat think.
doesn't replicate the original game exactly.
We're
For
gonna
me,
have
that's a
people
deal
claiming the life
breaker.
now.
I'm also not too keen
Yeah.
on having sex.
Where's Bloger?
Yeah, Blogert's not here. Someone take her.
Great for me. I
Nice.
don't even
Yeah,
like
who
to use
claims it?
cheat
Claim
codes
it.
when I play games.
Yeah.
I want to be challenged.
Take it.
Even though I chose the path of non-emulation, that doesn't make me a
Take the red
saint.
Ed.
I still buy bootleg gaming posters.
Was that
and that's
Clockwork
because I
Knight he
can't
was
get them
playing?
any
I have
other
a copy
way.
of that.
Sega,
I have a
as
copy of
far
that
as
on Sega Saturn.
I had a copy of that on Sega Saturn.
Dude, that's an expensive one. I got it for 55. I have it listed for like 110 right now.
Fuck, I should have kept that.
Yeah.
I have
it's an
claimers in the
expensive one.
chat.
I'm
Mine's
saving
in good
myself
condition
from
with
mahogany.
everything. Oh, mahogany. Mahogany's looking. I bet she's getting even thicker, dude.
Nice.
I know is not making Streets of Rage posters. If they did, I would be buying them. As far as the ethics of emulating, I've gone back and forth on it. But for now, I think there are some valid
Yeah, Frendo hasn't
reasons
been
for
around
doing
tonight.
it. Physical copies
Ooh.
of things have become more scarce, and prices have gone up.
Maybe he's
If
super
people
fast.
didn't emulate these
Oh,
games,
I'm passed
I think
out.
the prices would be a lot higher. I also think it's important that all games be preserved, to keep them from suddenly disappearing.
I mean, they're gonna break down eventually, anyways. They're on CDs
The
and cartridges
PC
and shit.
police.
dude, I'm gonna make money off of it.
PC, what a fag. Shame on you.
Apparently, my video got a lot of views from people who play on PC.
Vectrex.
So why do I not have a gaming PC in this room? There's a lot of reasons. I don't play PC games. There's no space for a computer in the room. And lastly, the overall theme of the game room is console gaming. Whenever you have a hobby, you have to have constraints, and you can't just go after every single thing that relates to your hobby. You have to define it. And for me, my
Clearly.
hobby is console gaming, not PC gaming. With that being said, I do own a PC, and I actually ordered the parts and put it together myself.
Office.
It's probably not powerful enough to play the latest PC games. I use it for editing videos.
Oh, I see.
and
He
for
spends
internet
a lot of time
browsing.
dusting the video
It
games,
sits
but
in
not
my
his
living room
floors.
So I can do
Yeah.
things as I watch TV.
Hold on a second. I thought he wasn't watching TV.
The Streets of Rage music.
I'll tell you what, playing video game. You know what my first TV was that I had in my room? It was one of the TVs that had the crank dial.
There's
Like
some
Yeah.
people
each
who
time
like
you
the
turn the
idea
channel,
of having an
ka-chunk,
old TV.
ka-chunk.
I assume
had
Yeah, I remember
13
that.
that
channels.
everything should be hooked up to a
remember
modern
that.
flat screen TV. Here's the thing. Old systems were calibrated to play on old CRT TVs.
Yeah, CRT. If you're
They
gonna
look
play, like, it's better to
fantastic
look on.
them. There's no lag,
Yeah.
and you
That
can play
yellow,
light
man.
gun games on them. You cannot
That
play
yellow.
light gun games on modern TV.
Well, the blurriness adds a
I
lot
do
to it
realize
too.
that some older systems
Yeah.
can output RGB SCART, and with the right equipment, I can play those on a modern TV. That's something I continue to look into, but doing so would involve a massive reconfiguring of my setup, something that would take a lot of planning. I still wouldn't be able to play the light gun games though, so
It's
my
weird that people are
CRT
complaining
TV
about the
has been with me
CRTs
for a
because
long
that's
time.
like
I bought it new
Coveted
in
now.
the store,
Yeah.
and it fits the theme of the room perfectly. It might stick out like a sore
I
thumb
would say,
to
like, if you
younger
had enough,
people
like,
who never had
capital-
one in their household. But I grew
So,
up
like,
with
that's
Buy up
not-
all the
TVs in my
CRTs.
home,
No, not
so
buying
I'm used to it.
CRTs, making
Bottom
like
line
new
is, the
CRTs.
older
Like,
Oh,
TVs
just
are
like
good
coming
for
up with
older
smaller,
systems.
like more efficient ones.
yeah, like that
just
wouldn't be a
able
bad
to
business
use
to
this
get into. I
stuff.
mean, they would be high.
Yeah.
You know, you'd have to pay like maybe
200 or
like
300.
maybe probably more. Just like the parts and that shit. Like they don't make any of that. You know, it all have
Hold
to be
on.
like
Well, if you could get it all and just like get the parts and everything down and get the
right. Yeah.
Orange.
manufacturing down.
Orange Tree makes a good point. The glare is terrible. He needs window covering. It's a very good point.
Some foreshadowing.
Yep. Needs to get fine cardboard out of a dumpster. That makes sense though with his $2 income
Yeah,
off that
no,
one channel.
He really should have wood
People don't
grain
like the way the shelves
racks.
look.
You know
Since
what
I
I mean?
wanted everything in
Yeah.
this small
'Cause to
room
go with
and
the
hooked
retro
up to the
look,
TVs, I
you
didn't
look
have
like
much
you're
of
in
a
a fucking-
choice.
Hey, there's
This is the
Rampart.
criteria
People are
I
just
had to work with. I had
they're
to
just
be able
asking
to
for
put
Rampart.
old heads,
on
yeah.
all four sides of the CRT.
Someone's been
I needed
claimed.
the shelves to be
No.
open
Someone
with no backing.
someone's
so I
claim
can route
remains
hundreds
pending.
of different wires, which all need to go to different places.
How long does the
I
pending
needed to be
process
able to
take?
No,
the wiring.
Mr.
I
Blue
needed the
took
shelves
it.
to have a
Oh,
lot of
Mr.
depth
Oh.
to allow for the system
That's right.
and the
Her.
controllers. And finally, I needed the shelves to be adjustable
Whatever.
and expandable. These chrome wire shelves met all the criteria. The typical entertainment centers or wood shelves would not meet these criteria.
Bro, you could have built something cool.
Here's the last set of comments I'll be covering today, and they concern the
A
Ouya.
lot's going on here. The fuck is that supposed to be? Ouya? Ouya?
Yeah, the Ouya. The
What
Ouya
is it?
thing.
This
Some
is
fucking
just a
thing they sold at
little
Walgreens.
little Android cube.
Yeah. Sold at Walgreens for like $60 at the end.
Please understand my perspective. I have played every system in this
Ouya.
room, and I've been gaming for 40
the
years.
buttons.
The Ouya is not, and never will be, the worst game console. The internet is just flat out wrong about that. I actually intentionally
No, but
Never
it's
heard of this
disgusting.
thing.
on one of the shelves in my video tour
It's
just
just
to mess with
disgusting.
people, knowing how
It's
they
not
feel
that
about
it's
the Ouya.
the
But
worst
bottom
thing ever,
line
it's
is,
just
it's not
disgusting.
that bad of a system. So that's all I have today. Please consider subscribing and clicking
Ooh, I
one
like
of the
that.
videos
Yeah, I
you
like
see
the
on your screen
lights.
right now.
Yeah, I like
hope
this
you enjoyed
better.
the video. I'll see you next time.
That's not how you're supposed to do LED lighting, though. You're supposed to have them. The light's
No,
supposed to be
don't worry about
reflecting
it.
off a surface. They're not supposed. The lights aren't supposed to be in your face. They're supposed to be away from you, shining at something, and you see the reflection of the light.
Make sure to let him know.
Yeah.
That was a good video. Now we know,
That was a good one.
Totally normie wife. Makes you wonder. Again, we should get more of the backstory about him. He's been in this home for 10 years too. And this came out in 2018.
How
Maybe he
nice
got
are
it
those Wolfpack?
when it was foreclosed or something, because it was 2008.
I bet he lives around Cleveland. Or no, didn't he? We figured out kind of where he lived because of the store we went to that one time.
Was it in Indiana, Ohio, or Pennsylvania?
Could be around Cleveland, Ohio. I want to say
Yeah.
Cleveland. For some reason,
Yeah.
that ghetto.
No, you're
that
right.
was
Maybe
just-
Columbus. Maybe Columbus.
We looked
Yeah.
it up. It's like it's Midwest somewhere. Because the store that he went to was like the Ohio and Pennsylvania and whatever.